BassResinator here. I want you to see something. It's a shadow box for dried flowers, and this is from Wisedry. Now they were putting out a promotional thing, and I won this, but it's been a couple of months, and they've contacted me and said, "Hey, were you going to do something with it? How do you like it?" And I'm like, I'm waiting for a certain flower that I have to bloom, but it's not going to bloom for 4 more months. So I said, let me do something else, because there is stuff blooming right now in South Texas. Look at this Bougainvillea. And that will fit perfectly in that box. So I also have, from Wisedry, if you have not ever heard me talk about my dried flowers, Wisedry is the way to go. I have tried a couple of different varieties, and I have not been disappointed with Wisedry. Plus, you can reuse your silica gel sand, which is what I'm going to use here. Silica gel crystals in the big drying box. So this is going to be a month-long process or so. Well, at least 2 weeks before I get to pull this out of here and then put it into the shadow box. But these crystals can be rejuvenated, not hydrated, because they take the water out or the moisture out of the flowers. But notice well, let me do it this way. Notice the color of the sand. It's kind of orangish. Now the little crystals that do the drying are in there, but those little orange things are indicators. When those start turning blue or greenish blue, then you know they need to be put in the oven and recharged so that they come back to this beautiful orange color. I'm setting down a little layer of the crystals so that I can put the Bougainvillea. Now I gotta be careful because this thing's got some thorns on it. This barely fits in here. And if you hear Christmas music, it's because it's about that time of year. Yeah. I'm gonna use a cup to start putting the stuff, because I want to be careful with the flowers. I don't want to injure them. Because whatever position they're in, once they're in this silica gel or silica sand, silica crystals, I call it sand because it looks like sand. That's the way they're going to stay forever once they're dried. Because once they come out of here, they're going to be brittle. Because all the moisture will come out. I should have this video done right in time for Christmas, so it'll be perfect with these flowers, huh? Perfect color. Now they are going to lose some of their color because the moisture in them, in the flower, is what keeps them vibrant. So they're going to go a little darker, but still be very pretty because they'll hold their shape. And it's just a pretty flower. Now, if you don't live in an area where this is a tropical type flower, if you don't live in an area where tropical flowers are, you have to go to a flower shop or something to get some of these things. You can use whatever type of flower you want with these, but some flowers, if you're going to put them in resin, you have to be careful because you can damage, if you crush the petal or squeeze it too much, it'll leave marks, and then when you put resin on it, it'll go transparent in that place. And that's not what people usually want. If you're doing it for somebody, if you're doing a memorial thing or somebody gives you their wedding flowers to preserve, you want to keep them as nice a shape as possible. It's an exciting time here for us in our household. All our kids are coming in this weekend. Some live in the state of Washington, which is a long ways away. Some live in Dallas, which is also a long ways away. Well, that was not good. Drop that couplet down there on top of it. And we have some that live here, so we'll be able to get some family pictures. Almost to the point where I'm running out of sand, so I need to be careful. Make sure I got enough to cover everything. Now I put some Bougainvillea flowers in a piece that I did for Let's Resin. They wanted me to demonstrate flower preservation in resin, so I did. Put them in it, made it a lamp. Oh, it's really pretty. And they came out, I treated them after I got them out of the sand so that they wouldn't fade any. And I think it came out really well. And there we go. So this kit right here, this flower drying box that I've got, comes with a lid where I can write the date, put it on, actually not write, but I can put it on here, in the month of December, and it is, today is the 4th, I believe. Yes, December 4th. So let's see if I pull them out. December 19th. That'll give me the right amount of time. So I'll mark that down on my calendar on my watch, and I'll get a reminder to pull them out, and then I'll show you the rest. So stick around. This is part 1. Well, it is December 19th. That's the date that I said on here. So let us get the flowers out. Now I also have a couple other small containers with sand, and I have this beautiful rose that was blooming, a winter rose, well, it's winter time, but it was blooming, and I thought I need to get that just in case I have space in this thing. And then there were a couple other Bougainvillea varieties, different shades, so if I have some spots where I can fill in, I pulled the shadow box out of its packing box. I have a better chance to show it to you after I get these flowers out, because these are in the way. Now this container is really cool. You just lift up and the sand goes right through it. Wow. Nice and dry. Very brittle. Okay. Now, if I were going to put this into resin, I would spray some type of paint, lacquer or something on there to keep them, because those are so thin, those petals. Let's just sort of move things around here. Those petals are so thin that they'll go transparent in the resin, and I don't want that to happen. Okay, I was reading through the directions on this, and there's a little plug that keeps this airtight. So you do this to release the pressure, or get the air. It says that, doesn't it? There we go. And then pull on the string, and that releases the pressure. And that is the back. And then there's, and here's the thing I'm concerned about. And they give you little packets of stuff for more silica. I wish they provided more of these things. What happens if I don't want those flowers in there the whole time? What if I want to put different flowers? Do I have to buy a whole nother set? I would hope not. But what you're supposed to do is glue this down onto the paper. I'm going to have to trim this right here, because there's a little, I don't know if you can see the dashed line around the edge. Can you see it? Wow, why am I not seeing it? Anyway, there's a little dashed line right along here. Can't see it through my viewfinder. And you need to stay within that so that it will seal correctly. Oh, I lost a leaf. So that fits perfectly on there. And it says to glue the flowers down onto that paper, this cardstock stuff. I guess if I want to swap it out, if I want to swap it out sometime, just get another piece of paper and do my own thing, huh? Now this front has well, that's only on the outside. Okay. There's a plastic covering type of stuff. Okay, let me get some glue. See, I'm wondering if put the rose in here. Isn't that pretty? What do you think? That looks pretty to me. Okay, let me go get some glue. Okay, the flowers are glued down. cool. And I didn't use any of those other ones on that plate over there. Now, it comes with this packet, this box, it comes with silica gel packets. And it says, cut these and empty the contents into the top and the bottom. There's a little, well, that was good. These are little bouncy balls. It says, do not eat, keep out of reach of children. Well, when you're dealing with me, you're dealing with the big children. Now, if I can get these, how am I going to get those out? Oh, I know. Look at this. Okay, I got them. But I heard one drop over here. There it is. This is not sand. This is not like the silica gel crystals that I used to dry my flowers. These are little orange balls. I don't know if you can see them in there. You can see in there, but I don't know if you can tell what you're actually looking at. And it said carefully, and I didn't understand why, but carefully because these things like to go flying everywhere. But these will keep these flowers fresh, well, freshly dried. Actually, two of them fell out, and I can see them. I think I'm going to pick those up. This is really amazing stuff, this material here. Don't know what it's made out of, but sometimes it feels like cloth. There, I captured that one. Put it in. Now there's another one over here in the corner. Captured it. Got it. Okay. No more running around in there? Okay, now I got to do the other side. And there is a little window on the bottom of the packet, on the bottom of the frame, that shows when these need to be changed out. And these can be recharged. All you got to do is put them in the oven. If you get any of the Wisedry crystals, that gives you instructions on how to do it, how to recharge them, because they're orange right now. If they start going kind of greenish or bluish, then you know they need to be recharged. So when it says be carefully put these in, it's talking about watch out because those little balls are flying everywhere. And why aren't they coming out? Come on. I have tried various crystals for drying flowers. Wisedry is by far the best that I have ever used. So, okay, now those flowers may be too thick. Hopefully they'll fit in here. Yeah, so far so good. And this goes down. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Assemble the shadow box. Carefully close and press the back panel and then reinsert. Okay. Now I reinsert the plug, and that keeps it locked. Now, oh, look at that. Oh, what you're seeing is this film on this that's covering. Okay, how do I get that off? Oh, here. There was a little tab so that I could get it off easily. Was I finding that right at the beginning? No. And there. Beautiful flower arrangement. Cool. I really like Wisedry, their products. And I dried all of my flowers with the silica crystals. And now I got this shadow box that I won. So now I get to enjoy these flowers for a long time. Cool. If you are a subscriber of mine, thank you so much for subscribing. If you are not and you would like to be one, it's very simple. Just click the button down at the bottom that says subscribe. And then after you've done that, click the little bell icon. That way it'll notify you anytime I do something new. And I do have channel memberships if you're interested. And yeah, there's lots of stuff going on here. Let me come down a little bit different angle. Keep on going down. So we get a there. Why wasn't it focusing? I'm sitting there hoping it'll get the better angle and it would focus, but sorry about that. Anyway, thank you for being here. Yeah, I think my wife is going to enjoy this arrangement. Locally grown flowers. I was able to dry them myself, and we get this beauty box. Okay, everything that I'm using here is in the description, so if you would like to purchase one of these boxes, I know they're on sale right now, so go check it out. And yeah, thank you for being here. Bye.